My name is Ashley Head, and I'm a global trial lead for a major pharmaceutical company. So I was born and raised in Dayton, Ohio, where I was raised by a single-parent father with my two older brothers. Ironically, I didn't have anybody in my family in the sciences or the maths or technology. I'm the first to really have that interest from a young age. And so in my family, there was no one who really inspired me to go into the sciences. It was something that I discovered, and I stuck with it. When I was younger, my favorite class was math because, my father was drug addicted, and the only way I could, find some solace was to do math. So I learned my times tables in third grade. I remember we have our Friday quick exams to test our knowledge of whatever number it was that week, and I would always win and get my free candy. So even then, I knew that if I studied and practiced things on my own, that I could make it. I started out high school living with my father, but I went to foster care at the end of freshman year because my dad attempted to kill my brother by shooting at him in our house. So the transition from high school to college was actually very difficult because my sophomore year of high school, my foster mother died of a heart attack in front of my brother, myself, and her 5 other children. She died. She was a larger woman. She died of a heart attack. And so I ended up being with a single father again for my junior and senior year. But 6 weeks before I graduated high school, I found my foster father dead one morning. So he died 6 weeks before I graduated high school. So that transition, I didn't know that it would happen. I still had scholarships to get. I still had a lot of things to prepare to go to college that August after I graduated. But children's services and teachers supported me through my last 6 weeks of school. And then I went to college in Morehouse College in Atlanta, Georgia. There was quite a transition from high school to college because I was very poor. I was an independent student. Most of the kids that go to Morehouse College are rich kids from the best schools in the country and the world. So it was quite the eye-opener. I didn't know what to expect, but when I got there, I knew that I was in a place that if I didn't, level up, that I would not succeed. The cards were stacked against me, and I knew that if I didn't work really hard to achieve my dreams, that they would not happen. I knew that the statistics say that I'll be in jail, or I would not be be unemployed or something negative, but I knew I wanted more for myself. I knew that I wanted to be successful more than anything else. I wanted to have food in the refrigerator was my primary goal. I wanted to have fruits and veggies. I never had that. I wanted to have a car. I wanted to have my own apartment. I wanted to have clean clothes. So the things that I wanted for myself were the driving force to keep me focused, to make me stay up for those 24 hours for a chemistry exam, or to work and do homework for 6 hours after working a 12-hour shift at a restaurant in college. I knew that it had to be done because there was no other choice. I had nothing. If I didn't get this degree and to get a good job, or if I didn't have a good job or a way to make money, there was no plan B. So currently, as a global trial lead for my company, I interact with my colleagues globally, from Asia to Netherlands to France, Australia, almost daily. So now I am a global lead for clinical research with humans, and I've worked in all types of therapeutic areas, from currently prostate cancer, but I've worked in neurology, I've worked in breast cancer and different types of lung cancer. At my core, I want to make changes in healthcare. And as a clinical research professional, I'm able to do that. So you don't have to be a doctor to make changes in healthcare and to use science to make the world a better place. So for me, working in STEM allows me to have the life that I can afford. And so when you have a life you can afford, you're not struggling, you don't have to do so many extra things. You can actually do what you love on your free time. So, whether it's playing instruments or preparing for a marathon, I was able to take some time to work on my own products, and it doesn't interfere with my 9 to 5. When I was younger, I thought that the expectation is that everybody's the same and that, everyone had a good science teacher and they got their degrees. But as I navigate this industry, I find that I can be in a room of 7,000 people and be the only man of color. So it's a very interesting experience in that I feel like I belong there. It's not my color or affirmative action that got me there. It's my years of studying and learning my craft that got me into the room. So my advice to someone who's looking at me and they're saying, "Man, my story may be similar," meaning grew up poor. I didn't have lights on for most of elementary school, meaning no electricity in the house, no water in the house in 3rd through 5th grade. So all these different things are things that made me feel like, life is hard, life is against me, God is mad at me, I don't have a chance, I can't compete with these other guys. But I just focused on me. I focused on my grades. I focused on the way out. I focused on a solution. And if education is the only way, if you're not some super athlete who's guaranteed scholarships, you still need an education. What made me feel like I could do it is that I looked at other people and I said, you know what? If he can do it, I can do it. He has a brain, I have a brain. I can do it. So you can do it. So science is not for the Asians or for the whites or for girls or for smart guys. Science is for everyone. And so everyone should give it a try. And, just like a new sport, science is going to be hard at first. If everybody could do it, then they do it. But for you, you need to study a little harder. You need to read those chapters, do those questions in the back of the book, and before you know it, it'll all start coming together. So if you're interested in STEM, I would say give it a try. It's a wonderful experience. You get to explore your curiosities, and you'll be so glad that you did.